Take two.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Talking Nerdy. Today we're going to discuss episode 3 of The House of Dragons. It was a great episode. I hope you watched it because I don't even need to say
We're
it.
about to spoil it for you.
Spoiling it, son. Coming in hot. Really good episode. Just absolutely amazing. If I had to pick an order.
Yeah, if you had to pick an order, what episodes is your favorite so far? Episode 1, 2, and 3. The reason he's laughing is because we just recorded this about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And it just...
something happened with the audio.
Stopped.
Yeah. And video isn't good without audio. So we're going to redo it again. It's not scripted. So, we're going to try and remember what we were just talking about.
If I laugh at him, it's because he just said the same exact thing about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah. Granted, you guys wouldn't have known this if we didn't just mention it. But full disclosure, we're open with you. Yeah, we screw up. We're not perfect.
And I love it.
Yeah.
Because then we get to talk about it again, and we get to have different angles of it.
True. Yes. I
So
like
better
it.
because of it.
But I'm going to keep the same answer and say that my favorite episodes so far are 3, 1, 2.
Yeah, and I said the same.
Yeah.
Exactly. I agree with you 100%. I think 2 was a good bring you into the house. Episode 1 was a good, oh crap, this is going to be amazing.
Welcome back to Westeros. Mm-hmm. This is what we have to offer.
Episode 2 was a big, Littlefinger moment, playing all the angles.
Yeah, the chess pieces are starting to move.
Mm-hmm. And number 3 is just a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Somebody took the leash off of Daemon and just let him
let the dragon roam.
Yep. Just really good. So the episode starts off, with the crab feeder again, and just
beautiful crab feeder.
I love seeing him. I can't get enough of him. Yeah, well,
he's adorable.
There's somebody, there's somebody for everybody out there.
And there's crabs for him.
There's, they make a treatment for that. Maybe not back then.
What?
Huh?
They do?
Yeah, something. You can get rid of crabs pretty easily. But no, it starts off with more pain. Every time it shows a crab feeder, he's just the master of torturing. Doesn't want to ever actually kill somebody, but just wants them to just suffer, just really be in the moment of pain.
Crucifies their hand, and then just kind of lets the crab people take care of them.
Take care of it. Probably until high tide when they drown, but until then,
I don't know what would be worse.
Well, drowning's supposed to be like a, not, I'm not going to say therapeutic, but I guess a relaxing way to go.
What if you have crabs gnawing at you and you're almost dead?
Yeah, that part would suck.
And then you're trying to get your hand stuck so you can almost...
Yeah. I mean, obviously nobody can vouch for it, but apparently it's just, you're struggling and panicking from suffocation, but as you're suffocating, I don't know if it's dopamine or something that gets released in the brain, but your brain's suffocating and something gets released and it's almost like you're just fading away to sleep. Granted, nobody can verify this because who the heck's done it and come back.
So you're saying that the Drahar is actually helping people.
He's like a Sour Patch Kid. First he's sour, then he's sweet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
His face.
Yeah. It's more like Two-Face.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Two-Face.
But it opens up with him, and he's got one of Corlys's men, and the guy's just chewing him out, chewing out the crab feeder, cussing him out, and the crab feeder's just drilling a spike through him to secure him to the post. And the crabs are already there. They must just know, crab feeder's out. We're about to get some food. Right?
There must be a really good breeding spot for crabs.
Must be. Yeah.
Jeez.
I wouldn't want to eat one of those, though.
No, that'd be disgusting. You would eat it, though. You wouldn't even know.
Wouldn't even know.
Nope.
That'd be so gross to find out.
Yep.
But he's, as he's screaming in agony and pain, looks up to the sky and sees his boy, the Prince of Darkness, coming in.
The Savior coming in to save him.
Yeah, the Prince Savior of Daemon flying in on a dragon.
Coming in hot.
And he is stoked. Like, Daemon, come save me. Help me.
Save me, Daddy.
And then the dragon comes in and squish. Daemon just has no cares to give.
Nope. He's just coming after the crab feeder he's ticked off at that guy. He is so mad at him.
Don't care who's in his way. He mows down everybody.
And I think the reason he's so mad at him is because he's been down in the Stepstones for 3 years fighting this ugly, crab feeder, and he still can't kill him
with no assistance other than Corlys's men.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's a tough battle when you're fighting people in caves.
It's true.
Yeah, so he's like ticked off, and you can see it. He's just frustrated that he can't actually get anywhere even with a dragon. He can't kill these stupid.
Yeah, because for
cave
some
people.
reason fire moves across the ceiling in a cave, but drops to the ground when you're blowing it on a battlefield.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's how gravity and heat work.
Yeah. Which I get, like, you always see, like, I know, like, fire obviously rises, and whenever you see, like, a backdraft or, like, a video from a firefighter or whatever, like, the flames do rise to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, I feel like if directly from the dragon's mouth, it's just, like a magnet going right to the ceiling of the cave, I feel like it would come out of the dragon a little differently when he's, on the battlefield.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Maybe the dragon just missed.
Oh, right. Just shot like the top of the entrance, and then some's coming through.
Maybe he can't see in the cave.
Oh, yeah.
And he's just shooting because he doesn't know. He's never shot in the caves.
I mean, dragons aren't meant for caves.
Maybe not. They're not.
Not manhole caves.
Not manhole caves. Yeah, see? So maybe he just doesn't know.
It's true. Yeah,
But-
there's probably science behind it, something that I'm not factoring in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you get to see Daemon come in and just mow down everybody that didn't make it into a cave.
Nope. Yeah, they
And-
all run to the cave, and then right after they straight up attack the dragon.
Fearless.
Now I thought that was very interesting right there. Attacking a dragon seems like the dumbest decision ever, but because they mentioned that even a straight shot won't go through a dragon's scales.
Yeah.
But they attack a dragon. I think they're definitely going after Daemon himself, but they're not that scared of him, and that's different than what we saw in the last series.
Where everybody's terrified.
Everyone's
Never seen a
terrified.
dragon before and don't know how to act to it. So as soon as it shows up, you can have the toughest soldiers and they're fleeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the best armor, and they're just obviously scared, doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just way different than what we've seen because there are dragons in their era, so they know they have to fight them.
Yep.
They can't just run away.
Yep. It's not a new thing. It's just
Nope.
something you deal with.
So yeah, that's just one of the weird noticeable things I noticed compared to the other show and this show. Yeah, a little bit different.
Good attention to detail too.
Thank you.
Yeah, well, you too, but like if everybody is so accustomed to dragons, their mannerisms and how they're going to act, whether it's just socially or on a battlefield, is going to be different in the presence of a dragon. Yeah,
Yeah, they always got to be aware and just take out the rider. You might take out the dragon.
yeah. Very crafty of them though, in the stepstones to use the caves because it gives them the high ground. So Daemon comes in on a dragon, fine, we'll retreat, go above, blast you with a sea of
Dragons
arrows.
they can't fly forever.
No, and Daemon does get struck with an arrow.
He does.
And it's kind of nothing to him in that moment.
Because he's the man.
Oh, another arrow. I'll just rip it out and
No, he didn't rip it out. He just breaks
it off. Yeah.
Get it out later.
Yep, that's true. But just a beast. 3 years, that's a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah.
That's enough for a second name day, I think.
It's enough for a second name day and enough for a small little mutiny to start to form on the beach.
Yeah.
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 From Corlys's brother or cousin or something like that.
Yep.
One of the guys. But 2 years have passed. So in the first episode, 6 months had passed. And now going into the third episode, 2 years have passed. So just keep going on this ride of time jumping.
Eventually, we're going to get a new Rhaenyra and a new Alicent,
Yep.
but not yet.
They're going to get old.
They're going to get old very quickly.
Papa Viserys, I don't know if he can keep up with these time jumps.
No, he looks pretty good.
He looks good. Yeah. Well, being only like 36 years old.
I don't know how old he's supposed to be. And
like 30 or 36.
Reading the books, I will come to it. I don't want to skip ahead. I really
Yeah.
don't. I know I want to, but I don't.
Right.
And I want to see how old he actually is
Yeah.
during all this. But yeah, so
Yeah. Looks old, but he's supposed to be young.
Yeah.
Yeah. But little Rhaenyra's baby brother Aegon. It's his second year on Earth. It's his second name day, and they're throwing the biggest party.
Just like a Sweet 16.
It is. It's like watching that show from
It is.
MTV.
I did
Sweet
watch that
16.
show.
So extravagant.
Yeah. It's just so extravagant. Everything. Oh my gosh, it's pretty. He's so cute. He's gonna learn how to do all this and that and this.
Yeah. I said I wanted a blue pony.
Yeah, he's gonna be
Spoiled.
Well, obviously he's a king.
Yeah.
He's a prince.
Little Joffrey.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, probably.
No, I don't think it'll be that bad.
Hopefully not. He's got a good papa.
He does.
If,
He
if
does.
Papa stays around, it doesn't literally fall apart.
He does not have you like his grandpa.
His grandpa.
Yeah, you like his grandpa. Otto Hightower. Otto Hightower?
I was wondering where you're going with that. Okay, so Otto, no. Such a
Otto's
little
gonna
snake.
be like, hey, let's kill all these people.
And he's not, he's not even like a fun snake to watch like Littlefinger.
No, Littlefinger, you never knew.
I enjoyed, you don't like Littlefinger, but I enjoyed his scenes because he was so crafty and so clever, and very witty with like the just perfectly crafted words. Every word that came out of his mouth was intentional. He was just very fun, especially with his interactions with, the eunuch and then Tyrion and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, Otto, not so much rough around the edges. I like his character because his character is needed because you have to play the Game of Thrones, and Otto is fully immersed in the politics of Game of Thrones.
He wants his kid to be the
king someday.
The king.
Yeah,
he gets to ride his coattails.
That's it. Yeah, there's that little plant, little seed that gets dropped into his ear. He's talking to one of the other lords, and they're like, "Hey, he must be excited that he's going to be king one day." And he just drops a little knowledge that this isn't what Viserys wants, and he's just like, "Well, it's your duty to,
tell him,
change his mind, clear his decisions on this, and that sets the wheels in motion for Otto to play the game of Thrones at this wild hunt. He's dropping little tidbits, talking to Viserys. He's like, "Hey, my scouts have found a white stag. This is like the king of Kingswood." He's like, I'm not into signs, but I'm into signs, and this is God's way of saying that he wants Aegon to be king, and he wants you to have this white stag.
This is gonna be the perfect moment for a 2-year-old.
Yeah, he's gonna remember it forever.
He's gonna never forget this moment.
Never forget it
on his second name day.
And Rhaenyra brings it up because it is so extravagant. She just mentions that Aegon's never gonna remember this, and somebody asks her if hers was that extravagant, and she was just like, "No, not that I would remember it anyway."
Yeah,
but she's got a huge chip on her shoulder because
she's ticked.
Yeah, Aegon's getting all this stuff. He's the golden child. Everybody wants him. Rhaenyra is just, she feels like her only purpose in life is to be a pawn to strengthen the realm. Yeah. Is your audio a little messed up?
It's a little odd, but no, we're good. We're still recording?
Better be.
Just double checking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're good then.
Recording all day.
My headphones are going a little wacky because I can't tell just the right cord to get because I keep screwing it up.
We've tried a couple times.
But so when they're in this what would I even call this thing? Like this hotel in the forest?
Oh,
this
man.
This beautiful masquerade ball, this ball in the forest?
Yeah, dude.
My
just like
goodness.
Have you ever seen Hell on Wheels, the show?
No.
Oh, so it follows the railroad that gets built from east to west.
Oh, okay.
Right? And every time they go get a new chunk done, they just kind of uplift this whole town that's all just like tarps and sticks and stuff like that, and they just replant it down the road and whatnot a little bit. It kind of looked like that.
Why can't the homeless around here do that?
They're not crafty enough. They haven't seen Hell on Wheels.
You gotta give them a TV.
You just gotta give them a tarp and some sticks and be like, "Hey, this is mobile. You can move this somewhere else."
It's warmer down south.
Yeah, just migrate with the birds. You see them flying, go with them.
Chase them. Go get them. That's your meal.
Go get them.
Just kidding.
But yeah, no. So yeah, pretty elaborate. I mean, it sucks to be whoever had to set that up.
Yeah,
was gonna have to tear it down and whatnot. But yeah, no. So in this moment at the Wild Hunt, you've got Viserys, who is now being bombarded with politics, and everybody wants to be married.
Piece of Rhaenyra.
Wants a piece of Rhaenyra.
Everyone wants a piece of Rhaenyra. Everyone.
Yep. And Otto wants somebody to have a piece of Rhaenyra.
Because that makes the path for Aegon a lot clearer if she is out of the picture.
Ship her off to Casterly Rock.
Casterly Rock.
Yeah.
With the Lannisters.
Yeah, that was weird to see a Lannister in this.
Looked pretty old.
Fit the part, though.
Definitely.
Yeah. His ego had an ego.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Money had money.
Uh-huh. Our place makes the finest wine and all this stuff. Yeah.
I would like to build a dragon pit. You need dragons to build a dragon pit.
Yeah, Rhaenyra's like, why do you need a dragon pit?
Some dragons someday.
Yeah. And you as my future wife.
Yes.
And she's just kind of like, I get what's happening here. And this solidifies what I think my whole role in life is. And she's pissed.
Well, that's what her mom told her at the very beginning.
Yeah. Yeah, very true.
That is our battlefield.
Which sucks because she wants to see a real battlefield.
She doesn't like to be told what to do.
Not at all.
She likes to go against the grain. She's like, I don't want to say it. She's like Arya.
Yeah, very much like Arya. Yeah.
She wants to fight. She wants to do something, and she's told what she has to do. Be a princess.
Yeah.
Get married, shipped off, get married.
How cool would it be if the faceless men are a part of this?
They will be.
Yeah?
Yeah, they have to be.
Oh, that'd be cool.
They would be.
Oh, man. If they seek her out and she's got to go through all that training and stuff, too, like Arya.
Oh, I don't think she's going to be like that.
Yeah,
I
sure.
think they might show up randomly. I don't think it'll be...
And like
maybe.
assassinate characters and whatnot.
Yeah,
sure.
I think you might just see a character die and you see some guy running away and then gone.
Change his face in the next scene. Yeah.
I don't think they're going to adopt someone.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
That would be cool.
Especially if it's the same
guy. Yeah.
Right? Because his face was a mask.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I don't know if that was his original face. We don't know.
I don't think it was his original face. So somebody could use that face.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
it had been around 172 years prior.
This is this is like 103
well, now
AC.
170.
It's about 170. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's roughly.
Because the first episode was 172.
We're like 103 AC or 104 AC.
It's a lot of AC units.
Mm-hmm. AC, you know what it stands for?
After Christmas.
After Conquest. Close. Of Aegon the Conqueror.
Oh.
Not a big deal.
Man.
I know.
Put that on your calendar and smoke it.
I did.
Yeah, no, so this wild hunt, it's just becoming very overwhelming for Viserys.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's coming at him from all different directions, and he's kind of had enough because Otto is the icing on the cake that comes up to him and is like, hey, Aegon, let's make him king. And he's just like, no, I promised this to Viserys, or not myself, Rhaenyra, and he kind of throws out a pretty twisted little recommendation.
Yeah,
because he's like, you know what, I've been thinking about it, and I think I can make this work. He's like, let's get Rhaenyra married to somebody that'll really be close to home, like so close to home, she could rob the cradle right next to her. And she's talking about Aegon, her little brother, that is 2 years old. And Viserys, I'll give him props. Dude has some boundaries.
Yeah, I mean...
You can marry family, but not a baby.
Too bad his grandparents were brother-sister.
Yeah. Right?
So...
Yeah.
Yeah, he has boundaries now. But I mean, that's a babe. That's a 2 year. That's a babe. They always call them the babes.
Babes.
Babes. The babe. The 2-year-old babe.
I mean, in his head, he's probably like, "Come on, Otto. Like, let's wait till he's 14. Before sister marries brother." That's just so gross.
Gosh. Yeah. And he's just fed up with it.
He's
just done.
Yeah,
it's just done.
And Otto, he's playing the game, and he knows he overstepped a boundary, and so he's already planted the seed, so he's happy. And he's just like, okay. Let us not speak of this again, and drifts away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then comes the great hunt. The greatest hunt I've ever seen on television.
Pretty epic.
It was. Let me describe this for you real quick if you haven't seen the episode. Too bad. You have 4 other people, at least 10 people probably scouting this thing out. And then they get a hold of it. And then when they're holding it, tying it really close so it can't move too far. Then the king approaches with his spear.
Yo, king, come on over here.
Use this spear, my lord.
Yeah, the Lannister guy.
Yeah, the Lannister guy.
I made this for you. I want this to be the striking kill. Yeah. So dumb. And I'll say it again. I don't fully understand that scene just with him. And you have a good point that you haven't made yet. That I'll just say mine, but I don't understand. I don't understand like why he's just so frail and like just. It's not like he doesn't know what to do. One, he's over it. You can clearly see it on his face. He doesn't want to be a part of the hunt anymore. All the spark of it has been taken out by Rhaenyra and everybody else. The drama. Yeah, he's over it. He truly wanted to celebrate his son's birthday and hunt with his daughter.
And kill a white stag.
And that's not what was presented to him.
Nope.
Wah, wah, wah.
Nothing.
Otto's defeated. They couldn't find the white stag to fulfill his prophecy and make it easier for Aegon. But yeah, he strikes the stag, misses, hurts the animal. It's grown and whatnot. And literally has to be told by one of the guys, like, hey, sir, try it again, but a little to the left over there. Maybe hit the heart. That might kill it.
So what I brought up prior was they need a war.
What? This is news to me.
They need a war because these men are soft.
Very
The
soft.
king is soft. He's a softie.
Mm-hmm.
He's not like a crazy king, but he's also a softie.
Yeah, best king we've ever seen, but it's soft.
Very soft. He doesn't know how to kill a stag.
Yeah.
None of his knights had actual real battle experience, or the King's Guard.
Which I wouldn't want anybody protecting me if they've never actually swung a sword at somebody
in a real battle. No.
Yeah.
So they're kind of just wimpy people.
Yeah.
I mean, a king can't even.
Yeah.
Don't get too close, my lord.
Yeah, right.
It's just
Use your strong hand.
Yeah, I know that's a scary movie. I know.
Yeah.
So it just seems like everyone's wussified.
Yeah.
And this time in this 100 and whatever AC.
Go take over a little territory. Strengthen your men.
They need
have
to.
battle.
This is why my prediction here. This is why, if this ever turns out, I don't know. I have not gotten this far in the book or whatever like that. Daemon is gonna wreck King's Landing.
Sure.
He's gonna wreck any army he goes against because his guys actually know how to fight.
Well, he's already. Well, we haven't gotten to this part of the episode yet, but we've seen him battle several times, and he's a master at war. And
he's crazy.
Master swordsman. He knows what to do. He could probably take on all of the army that King's Landing has left, other than the King's Guard.
Yeah, it's just sad. Like, if I was a king, I'm not. Well, I'm not obviously, but would I really want them to hold down the stag so I could kill it? What's the point?
Takes the fun out of a hunt.
No, when you go fishing next time, I'm gonna go to the supermarket, get some fish. I'm gonna put it in the net and be like, "Hey, Justin, look what you got!"
Yeah, throw your hook in it.
How excited are you gonna be?
I caught one. It's stupid.
How's it go? Yeah. See, exactly. That's what you're gonna do.
Yeah, and that is the fun of it. I will say, because I do love fishing. I love eating it, but honestly, it's not like I get jacked about like eating it the way that I do fishing for it.
Yeah,
it's all about the fight. Like I'll spend all day up there. It's fine. It's hours and hours and hours waiting for a
away
hook
from
to
the
land.
kids and.
Yeah, I mean, it's peaceful, relaxing, whatever. But once you get that hook set, or same thing with like a hunt. Like once you get it in your sights, or you get within spear distance, as Viserys had to do, your adrenaline dumps, and it takes over, and that's what you get hooked to. That's what's fun about any of those sports.
But not what Viserys is doing.
Not what Viserys is doing.
That seems like a.
Yeah. If I have to, I will spear this stag. Yeah.
That is held down and it can't hurt me.
And then I would tell everybody in King's Landing it was the biggest stag I've ever seen, and it was the wildest hunt I've ever been on.
As he came from his hovel. Gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand why they're not used to real fighting, so it doesn't surprise me. It's just when this war happens, I think the troops are going to get slaughtered.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Wall-E?
I have.
It'd be like if those people were like, let's go do a hunt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Get their little wheel over. Yeah.
Go kill it, Wally, and then knock it out, and we'll get it.
Yeah. We'll claim victory and whatnot. Yeah. Really weird. But at the same time, his daughter steps up in a huge way.
She does. She does.
She's off on her own.
She actually knows how to hunt.
She does.
Kind of. Not really.
Well, she was forced to, right? It's kind of like a fight or flight type thing. And she's off with Sir Kristen Cole.
Yeah.
And, he's like, hey, we should really head back. He's probably worried that something bad will happen to him. He's supposed to be watching Rhaenyra. But they have this little fire. She's way off. She doesn't want to be involved in any of it
because she saw her. She probably knows what the hunt is.
Sure.
She's like, that is
and
garbage.
She already said she doesn't like the hunt because the squealing reminds her of a baby. Right?
And she looks at Aegon when she said it. That was kind of.
Which I almost wonder if maybe that's what was going through the king's mind when he had to strike this stag. Maybe Rhaenyra's words, right? And he was just like, I really don't want to hear the cries of a baby. I have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not, but I just thought of that. But yeah, so while she's hanging out with Sir Kristen Cole, he hears something, and it's a boar, and it charges her, tackles her. Like it from the backside when you're looking at it, it looks like it's ravaging her. Like it's just tusk, and it clips her, nicks her, and she's bleeding and whatnot. But that moment when she gets nicked, it's like somebody just turned on a light switch, and she's like, oh yeah, I got a blade, and just da. Yeah.
Little Arya.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. But takes down this beast. And then, when the hunt's over, she's super bloody. She takes the boar back to the camp or whatever. And everybody's celebrating the king for his victory. And she's all bloody and drags in a boar that she actually killed.
Yeah, I mean, Kristen Cole obviously killed the thing, but, like, she actually helped.
Yeah, nothing was holding down the boar.
No.
Yeah.
Just her
And she was being attacked.
Yeah, so there's a big difference on how they killed what they killed. And then how she actually saw the real stag.
Yeah.
To me, that's
symbolic.
That was symbolic. She is
pure.
She is pure, and she's supposed to be royalty more than just a princess.
Yeah. I mean, the stag never showed up for Aegon.
Nope, it didn't. No,
didn't even
Otto.
show up for Viserys or Otto. Yeah.
Good old Otto.
Yeah, so that was kind of cool. I think internally she just needed to see that to solidify her purpose in life.
I think she'll be riding dragons here soon now.
Yeah.
Episode 4, she's going to start on one of the dragons.
Yeah, she needs to. She's happy on a dragon.
Yeah. They actually have saddles for the dragons. It's crazy.
Yeah, they got saddle shops in town. You just go pick up one
it's
for a
something
dragon.
crazy that you didn't. I don't think they did that in the other show.
No, bareback.
They were bareback. In this show, they actually have saddles. It's kind of different.
Yeah.
It's just, little things. Like, they're used to it, so they can kind of...
Yeah, they can make stuff for it. It's a common thing. And
yeah,
it's the little details like that.
And then what happens next there, Justin?
Man, honestly, it's mostly hops right back over to the battlefield. Right? You go back
to real men.
To real men. Fighting. Actually fighting and killing and whatnot. But, so, earlier you had mentioned that it looks like Daemon is frustrated because this battle has been taking 3 years.
Yes.
I think he's frustrated because it's taken 3 years to get something out of his brother Viserys.
You thought he'd fold earlier?
Yeah, I think that's what's frustrating him because, like, his men don't feel like they're going to win this war.
Yep.
They're hungry. They're starving. They've been there for too long, and they should have won this war already. And, the men are talking. The men are pretty much wanting to do a little mutiny. Corlys's relative is literally leading a mutiny, saying Daemon is no good. We followed him into this battle. He's not producing. We can't do this. We need assistance, from the king and whatnot. And Corlys steps in and just says, like, look, bro, like, your blood, but do not, like, start a mutiny.
Yeah.
And then right then and there, Daemon just strolls on in on his dragon, takes his gear off, and he's just standing there staring. And so I do gotta say, because this is a point that I'm gonna make here in a second, but so Corlys's relative was talking about how they wanted to send a man in alone to change the tides and try and win this way, which they do follow that plan. But when Daemon lands, he just looks so irritated, and then the guys that carry notes, I'm just drawing a blank. Messengers stroll in from Viserys because Viserys finally caves, and he's like, I'm gonna assist Daemon in this war
because the queen actually said something smart.
So, yeah, right. If you don't want to act on this war, just ask yourself this simple question, is the crab feeder good for the realm or is it bad for the realm? And he's just like, dang it, you made me paint within the lines, you gave me a coloring book and made it so simple. So he's like, I'm gonna assist. But so the messenger comes up to Daemon with the scroll saying that the king has changed his mind, he's gonna send help, and Daemon beats the snot out of the messenger. He's so TO'd. And I think it's because, this is what I think about Daemon. He can win this battle like that.
Yes.
And he knows this, but I think he drug this battle out because he wanted to get a reaction out of the king. He wanted him to make a move. Viserys never wanted to be a part of this war, never wanted to deal with it. Whether Daemon is making him stronger or making him show his cards as being weak and whatnot, I think it took so long because once he saw that letter, beats the snot out of the messenger and wins the war.
Yeah.
Just goes down to the battlefield, tack, 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 killing everybody and gets it done.
Genius. Well, yeah. I just set him over the top. I think that was what he needed, though, the fuel to actually go get it done.
Sure.
I don't know if they talked about the strategy after that being a mutiny. I'm sure they did.
Right.
We just don't see it. I'm not being immunity, sending him by himself.
Right.
I'm sure they did talk about that strategy a little bit, but I think he was just ticked off, and I think he is ticked off his brother for letting him fight for 3 years by himself or
Yeah. Maybe it was to see if he cares. Like, if I go do this for the realm, do you have my back? And for 3 years, no.
Yeah, and so he didn't want his help.
Yeah.
And that was what threw him over that's put in rage mode.
Uh-huh.
He went in rage mode, and then he went into BA mode, and all in the same.
You don't get to come into this war after 3 years and claim victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
I'm going to end this today, right now. It's over.
Yep. So, that's what their plan was. And then he kind of goes in and just kind of that battle. Him by himself, he's
insane.
He's insane. He didn't say that many words in this episode.
Didn't need to.
But if he is not your favorite character, you're not watching the same show.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Whether you love him or hate him, you're going to love to hate him. And he's just so interesting to watch.
He looks like a bad person. He just has that bad demeanor. I don't know, that way about him. But he hasn't done anything bad.
No. Follows the rules.
He hasn't done anything bad.
Hasn't backstabbed anybody in his family. If anything, he's done stuff for his family. Maybe claimed some things out of turn, but still, by law, they were rightfully his.
He's like the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, just wants to be accepted
and just gets blamed. He's amazing, and that whole scene, I can't even describe that whole scene when he went solo rogue and just kind of he went Rogue One in there.
I don't even know how many people he killed. It was just so many by himself. Takes 3 arrows to the chest, one down to the knee, and he's just break him off, pull him out.
So he runs in, gets takes them all out, and he's going straight for Dreha, or the crab feeder, whatever you want to call him. And he's going straight for him, and then he gets hit a couple times as he's killing these guys on his way. Then gets stuck under a boat because he's getting arrows tossed on him. Gets stuck under the boat, and then they slowly start coming out of the hills.
The crab feeder keeps nodding to different groups to go attack him.
Crab 1, go. Crab 2, go.
Crab leader 1, yeah.
That's good,
right?
That's good. So he starts sending them out, and they start surrounding him. And then who comes in to save the day?
Oh man, that was cool. And that's where the crab feeder screwed up.
Yes.
Right? He got overconfident. He kept looking up, waiting, and so he knew it was coming, but he still kept doing it anyway. Kept sending his men out, and then at the end, before that moment, sends everybody out. He's just like, go get this guy, which they kind of just ended up circling him.
So he thought he was endgame. He thought Damien's endgame.
Yeah, I think so.
He thought, get Daemon.
Because without him, what does the king have? They're not going to attack. They haven't attacked before Daemon. And like you said, their men just aren't battle hardened.
Nope. So he's seeing this is endgame. Let's end this. If we can take over the Stepstones, we're going to have that trade route. We're going to have it locked down. The money's going to start flowing. No one can stop us.
They're going to have to make deals with him.
He went all in on this hand.
Yep.
He forgot that they had dragons.
Right. Yeah, dude. Because Laenor just comes flying in on a dragon once all the crab feeder's men are surrounding Daemon, and just Dracarys.
Beautiful comeback.
Yeah, comes in and just mows down the ring that all these men have formed around Daemon, and the crab feeder's just watching his men burn. He knows it's over. He screwed up.
He done goofed.
He got bested. And so Daemon is on the ground looking through the fire, and he sees that the crab feeder is walking back into the cave. And he's like, it's you and me now, buddy. You're going nowhere.
Yep. So he tracks him down. This is my biggest issue with the episode is right here.
Because you don't get to see it.
We don't get to see it.
Yeah.
I want to see him pulverize that guy. I want to see anyone fight.
Especially the way the crab feeder died, because he gets dragged out of the cave by Daemon, and he is cut in half, intestines hanging out. So, I want to see a guy get cut in half.
I want to see that too.
Yeah,
because
then it's like, was he defeated? And when Daemon went in there, he was just like on his knees, like, I give up, it's over.
Yeah,
and Daemon just slices him in half.
How did he die? Did he beg for mercy? Did he fight back, or what did he do?
Yeah, did he say something to Daemon before he died?
He didn't talk, so he didn't.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but it's something you want to see.
It is. I was really disappointed in that.
It kind of made that whole battle feel a little pointless.
Yeah.
When you take down, if you storm a castle and you're going to kill the king, you want to see the king die.
Yeah, you don't just cut scene.
Yeah, you don't just show this big battle and say, oh, yeah, by the way, they killed the king back there.
Yeah.
It's like, show us. We've been invested thus far. Like, take us on that journey.
Yeah.
So I get that. Yeah. 100%.
You were frustrated with that too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
I actually rewound it when that happened. When I saw him dragging it, I was like, I must have missed something. Yeah. And go back and I'm like, no. It's literally Daemon seeing him walk into a cave. Shows a little more of the battle. And then it cuts to him walking out of the cave with the guy.
I was 100% sure Daemon was coming out with him. But
right.
I'd like to see how.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Daemon's not dying. And then that's the end of the episode with him covered in blood. Actually, it looks like it was a battle because Daemon is covered in blood.
It might just be from slashing.
Maybe. Did he just go like full crazy and just
like
hacking away?
3 years of frustration, Viserys frustration.
Maybe. But that's something you want to see. Maybe it'll cut back to it. Maybe it's a memory that haunts him or something. And maybe the guy did beg for mercy, not talking, but in a different way. And Daemon just went, no, you're dying today.
Yep, it's possible.
Maybe they cut it out on purpose.
Hopefully they show it.
Yeah, that would be something I want to see. Moving forward, like, what do you think's gonna happen? Because you have Otto obviously really pushing this. You have Viserys really pushing Rhaenyra to get married, to the point where he's kind of defeated and he's just like, look, you're gonna get married.
Yeah.
I don't care who you pick now. Pick somebody. Yep. And so she's kind of taken back by it. She's like, whoa, I finally get a decision in anything. So that probably goes a lot with her.
Yep.
She's probably going to pick somebody. Little Rhaenyra is going to have to get married. And, but yeah, I mean, between Rhaenyra and Aegon, like, you think like in the next couple episodes, we're going to see that title get taken away from her and given to Aegon?
I think it's going to get taken away, but not yet.
And when Daemon gets back to King's Landing, you know, he took care of the biggest problem that King's Landing has had to deal with in a while. Do you think, not knowing the king has a son, he's been gone for 3 years, that he's going to demand to be king and then see like Aegon?
I think he's going to know what happens because, you know, they have the little birdies fly everywhere.
Sure.
I think he's going to know what happened. He's going to... Did you watch the preview for the next one?
I actually didn't.
Okay.
Which is weird. I should have.
Yeah, because I didn't, and then I did. Can I talk about it?
Sure. Yeah.
So he said he's the king of something down there. They call him
Daemon?
Daemon is the king down there.
Whoa.
Which completely changes everything because now it's, there's only supposed to be one king and the other people are like not stewards, lords.
Yeah.
Lords. But he's a king down there now.
Interesting.
That's part of Westeros. So I think they're going to start, that's where I think the controversy is going to start happening is Daemon's going to be a king but Viserys is like, well, I'm the real king, you bend to me. He's like, oh no.
Oh.
I was the heir, now I'm not. I am a king here, you can't stop me. And I think that's where the conflict's going to come. Corlys obviously has his back, and with Corlys there's a reason they keep showing that kid.
What, Aegon?
No, not Aegon. Corlys' son.
Oh.
Not Lyanna. Laenor. We'll get that one down. But Laenor, I think, is how it was pronounced. He's coming.
And he was the one that came in on the dragon.
He was the one that said Dracarys like the best we've ever heard. Dracarys.
So weird. Just so weird.
He's going to come in. He's going to be a big part of this show.
Okay. In a pretty big way.
In a very big way.
Gotcha. You know what's... So now that they've killed the crab feeder...
Yep.
There's got to be a new bad guy now.
And that's where they're portraying Daemon.
Oh.
That's where I think they're going to portray Daemon.
He's now going to fill the role.
He's going to fill the role, and it's going to be a big battle.
The only thing that can tear down the Targaryen house is the house itself.
Yes, sir. That's what was told to us at that very first episode.
Yep. Wow. I hope we get to see a dragon die soon.
We will see some dragons die.
Yeah, there's going to be 17 dragons in the show.
10.
I was listening to the directors talk, and they said there's going to be 17 dragons.
Okay, cool. That's good.
Whether, they meant in the seasons to come or whatever the case may be, but there's 17 dragons that they made in various sizes and colors.
That's cool. Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, so I think it's going to be Daemon and Daemon, Corlys, the Sea Snake, and I think Rhaenyra is going to be on. I think she's going to split sides here soon.
Hop over to Daemon's team?
Not yet, but I think it's coming.
Sure.
I think it's coming.
Once the title gets taken away from her officially,
yep,
she's got no ties, or no, she already doesn't want to do anything with King's Landing. Like, she doesn't want to be a part of the politics and all that crap. Once that title is taken away from her, I can see her separating herself 100% from that place.
She's going to, and Viserys is going to hate it more than anything, and that's when Aegon is going to be king.
Yeah.
And Rhaenyra is going to be on the other side. That's where I think the big battle's coming from.
Gotcha.
Those are going to be the two sides.
Oh, the big Battle of the Dragons.
Battle of the Dragons,
okay.
yeah.
Woo! The Dance of the Dragons, or whatever they call it.
But I do feel like Aegon and his brother or sisters are going to have to be dragon riders, because they need some dragon riders. Because right now, I think the Valyrian and Targaryen side have at least 2, 3, 4, maybe.
Yeah, not many dragon riders.
Not many.
Yeah.
Not as many as there should be, because the dragons have to accept you. It's not just because you're Targaryen, you're a dragon rider. That's actually not true.
You break them in like a wild horse.
Yeah.
Well,
you got to start out young with them.
Yeah.
Is what I'm told.
From a dragon rider.
From a dragon rider.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Dude, great show. Love where it's going. Can't wait to see more of it. Yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be, I'm, we from the very first episode, we saw that there's going to be a new character as Rhaenyra and Alicent, and I want to see when they get placed into this, and like, am I going to like those characters the same way that I like the ones now?
Yeah, it'll be weird. It's almost like maybe they do like a mid show break
and come back and everybody's older.
Yeah,
it's like a Stranger's thing. It's like between the seasons, it took so long that the kids grew up, and it's like, surprise, we're all older.
Surprise, you're freshmen, but you look like you're 18.
Yeah, right. You should have graduated already, kiddo. Yeah, great show. Sunday, episode 4 comes out. I need to watch that preview. It sounds like it's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be. That's where I believe it's going. I'm not 100% sure, but
the poop hits the fan in this episode.
Poopy hits the fan, and Daemon's going to start fighting again.
I just noticed the shirt you're wearing.
Oh, it's good.
I didn't even notice that.
You didn't notice? This is available for purchase if you need to buy one.
Let us know if you want one. It's me and Colby on our honeymoon.
It's not a big deal. I don't like to show off or anything. Show it off, but it'll be cool. It'd be cool if some other people had this and walked around with it.
Maui. Yeah, buddy.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I wore that white dress.
Really brings your eyes out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, great show. Let us know what you thought of this episode. Let us know if you noticed something we didn't. Actually, speaking of stuff that we noticed that you may not have noticed, HBO is going to fix this, but in this episode, they made a little slip up, just like Game of Thrones made in season 8 when they stopped paying attention to details. This show's still a baby in its infancy, so I'll give it a pass. But for a show that does generally, or a franchise that pays attention to the details so closely, fans were quick to pick this out. Episode 3, Viserys is talking to the messenger. Yep. Right as he's handing off the note, Viserys was supposed to not have these 2 fingers, but they're in the shot, and they're covered up in green, like gaff tape or something, because they were supposed to be edited out in post. And somebody done goofed. Well, I took a freeze frame from the episode, brightened it up, and I'm going to show it to you. It'll be somewhere in here. But, yeah, you can see the green fingers very clearly that were supposed to be cut out.
It's supposed to be like this.
Yeah.
Like a gun.
The claw.
The claw.
But, yeah, it was, when you've seen it, it's just like, it makes you think of season 8 when they left the little tea or Starbucks cup on the counter next to, who was that? Daenerys? Yeah, Daenerys at the table. And everybody was like, whoa, they had Starbucks back then?
They did.
That's crazy. But HBO was quick to edit it out. And I'm sure it's going to be the same thing with this episode. Those green fingers are going to get cut out. So
they'll be gone very soon.
Yeah, you'll see the picture in this video, but probably the next time you go to watch episode 3, it'll be gone.
Yeah, sorry, guys. No more crab people.
But yeah, let us know if you noticed anything else with this episode. Stuff we should have talked about, stuff that you appreciated or noticed. Let us know down below in the comments. And definitely leave a like on this video. If you liked it. Don't do it if you didn't like it.
Don't lie to us.
Don't lie.
Ever.
But whether you liked it or not, you should definitely hit subscribe so you can see any upcoming videos and flick that bell notification so you don't miss out. And just to let you know, if you're a fan of Talking Nerdy and you love the challenges that we do, those have migrated to a new home. Talking Nerdy Challenge is its own YouTube page now. Hop on over, check it out. Same thing, like, subscribe, bell. You know what to do. Thanks for talking nerdy with us.
Peace.